Hi, and welcome to a short but important video about your trash recycling and compost here at 512 Liberty in El Cerrito. If you have never sorted your trash before, don't fret. Here are some basic guidelines. And if you're a seasoned expert, sit tight. Each city has their own system, so it's good to review. First up is compost. This bin is located in the front of the building. Items that belong in here include food scraps and food-soiled paper like napkins, paper cups and plates, dirty paper bags, wax paper, egg cartons, pizza boxes, and other paper takeout containers. You can also put plants and leaves in here like there is right now. Make sure to never put soda cans, plastic bags, plastic bottles, or plastic straws, or anything of that kind in the compost. These items cannot be composted, and if the collectors see these items in the compost bin, they might leave and not empty the bin, which can create a huge problem for the entire building. I like to remember, if a worm can eat it, then compost it, and if it grows, it goes. Here's an example of a composting facility in California. This is where our food scraps and other compost materials are given another life by being broken down into nutrient-rich soil. It's important that these nutrients stay in the loop so that they can help us grow more food. Up next is recycling. Just like composting, recycling is a great way to keep valuable materials out of the landfill and back into use. Acceptable items for recycling include all rinsed cartons like milk, juice, or Tetra Pak, tin and aluminum cans, empty aerosol cans, glass bottles without the cap, plastic bottles with the cap, hard plastic containers and bottles like yogurt or laundry detergent, paper, magazines, envelopes and junk mail, and cardboard boxes. But these cardboard boxes must be clean, broken down, and placed inside of the bin. Any items that are outside of the bin will not be collected. Recycling like this is not acceptable. You must place everything inside of the bins. It's important to remember that everything placed in the recycling must be clean, dry, and empty.
Spokesman Robert Reed says they spent more than $30 million to buy new equipment to better separate plastics from paper.
We're trying to produce cleaner bales, higher quality bales. There's always demand in the marketplace for high quality bales of recycling.
He says they've reduced contamination from 5% down to 1%. But they say it's time for consumers to step up as well. For example, 80% of recycling is paper or cardboard, a resource that is very much in demand. But it has to be dry. 1 can of liquid can ruin an entire load.
Empty your soda cans. Empty your water bottles. That keeps liquids out of the recycling bin. Shake out any food containers so that you're not putting any food in the recycling bin.
Once again, all items placed in the recycling must be clean, dry, and empty. This is very important. Items that cannot be recycled include styrofoam, plastic bags, light bulbs, electronic or computer equipment, plastic straws, and food or food-soiled paper. Remember, food goes in the compost bin. If the collectors find non-recyclable items in the recycling, they might not pick it up, again, causing a problem for the whole building. In addition, be careful to avoid wish cycling. This is where you contemplate whether or not an item is recyclable, and with the sheer hope that it is, you throw it in the recycling bin. However, having non-recyclable items in the recycling bin can actually produce more waste because the entire container can get thrown out.
Mixing one man's trash with another man's treasure can make it all trash.
Well said, John Ramos. Lastly, make sure to never put ribbon, string, or straws into the recycling as it will jam the machines. If you're in doubt and you can't find the answer online, it's best to throw it in the trash. That brings us to the trash. Each unit gets their own trash bin, and this is where you put everything else. These items will go to landfill and include plastic bags, plastic wrap, aluminum foil with food or oil on it, styrofoam, plastic utensils, and plastic straws. A good rule of thumb is that if it's a soft plastic, then it goes in the trash. If it's a hard plastic, then it goes in the recycling. While it's important to try your best in sorting your waste, we say when in doubt, throw it out. Composting and recycling are important steps in our everyday life. These processes allow us to renew materials that have already been created, thereby helping reduce the cost of new material production while preserving precious resources and reducing landfill waste. Thank you so much for watching. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. If you have any further questions or want more details on what to compost and recycle, please refer to the El Cerrito website links in the description box below.